exactly what you want to see. Let's run this puppy in. Score a touchdown and tie this game. Life, run for your life, touchdown on one play. Worked on this in practice. Touchdown. It's up to Kelvin Benjamin. This is all you, buddy. Kelvin Benjamin for a touchdown. Oh, he toasted his man. Holmes toasted his man. Spin move. Oh! Oh! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here in the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Chicago Cougars here on MLB The Show 22. The relocation franchise continues, and today's episode we are starting out hot. This is the month of July, and you know what July entails. We've got All-Star Week, we've got trade deadline. Two of the biggest things in an MLB season are in this month. And we're going to be covering it all in this episode, so let's not waste any more time. We are starting out hot with the trade right away. Get into the video right now, Editor Juice. Cut us away now. All right, as you can see, we are starting out with a big trade. Well, it's not really that big of a trade. We are going to be trading Austin Allen, our AAA catcher who has not played in the MLB this season. He's been playing in AAA ahead of Tyler Soderstrom. But we are going to be taking Alejandro Kirk from the Toronto Blue Jays. Now, if you guys have been following real-life Major League Baseball, this guy for the Blue Jays has been killing the game right now. He's only 23 years old, B potential, but the main thing is he is 5'8", 245 pounds. This dude is short and stocky, and that's what I love in my catcher, and I want Alejandro Kirk on my baseball team. He's not expensive. It's not really going to take that much to get him. Austin Allen is the main piece. We're also going to be trading the male Machine or McCann. He's a 28-year-old D potential shortstop that's never going to see the light of day for us. And then we're also going to be trading Jordan Diaz, a 21-year-old D potential 67 overall third baseman who has been up at the major league level and has played 13 games, but he's not going to be anything for us, especially with D potential. If he had C potential, he might turn into something, but at D potential, I just don't have the patience or the time to develop him in the right way. So we're just going to send him off to Toronto, send him north of the border, and see if the Blue Jays can turn him into some sort of guy. So that's going to be the trade. We're going to do it. Alejandro Kirk, welcome to the squad. You are going to be our backup catcher for the time being. He's going to go right into be behind Sean Murphy, and he may even be our starting catcher if we do end up trading Sean Murphy in this video, because this is going to be a fire sale, an absolute fire sale of a video. We are going to be trading so many different players in this episode. Frankie Montas, gone. Sean Manaea, gone. We are going to be trading some hitters away. If I can get to the hitters, we're going to be trading Elvis Andrus, maybe, I don't know. Jed Lowry, gone. Sean Murphy, maybe gone. Billy McKinney, gone. Seth Brown, probably gone. Laureano's going to stay. Piscotty, gone. I mean, we're just going to clean house. We are going to go straight for the tank. We're going to tank for the #1 overall pick this year, the worst record in baseball. We're going to go through, we're going to develop our young guys this season, go into the offseason, hopefully with some money, and then we'll see what we can do to build a team for next year. But this season is already, I'm throwing this season out the window. We're 35-48. We weren't going to make the playoffs, so I'm just calling it quits here halfway through the season. We're fire selling everybody. So we've already made one trade. We're going to simulate a couple weeks into the month of July and see what happens with the team. Taylor Rogers, the first big trade of the season. Taylor Rogers is headed from Minnesota to Chicago for Alec Mills and Jonathan Holder, two older pitchers for an older, higher-rated closer. Kind of not that great of a deal for the Twins, but whatever. It's their roster. They can do what they want with it. And we've won a couple of games. The Marlins have offered me a trade for Seth Brown. They want to give me Richard Bleer. He's a 34-year-old B potential 77 overall pitcher, 4-2. He's blown one save. He's got a 1.19 ERA. but I don't want to take on $3 million of dead money that we're not going to bring him back. So I'm just going to decline that trade. So with a week to go before the All-Star game, we are 39-52, a game or a half a game above the Angels. But I don't care. This season's lost. This first season is lost. I am going to go and trade away Sean Manaea. What can we get for Sean Manaea, or Manaea, however you want to say his name? It's either way. So, and we're going to abuse the trade system at all costs if we can. If we get something that I like, then we are certainly going to abuse it. Now, we got to also look for good potential younger guys, because we're not only trying to build a team that can win right away, but we're also trying to build a dominant team for the future. So we got to keep an eye out. We could get Lance Lynn, who would be a nice starting pitcher to replace Manaea. And we could also get Andrew Vaughn, which is intriguing. The Guardians don't have anything that I want. Neither do the Tigers. Although we already took the Tigers player that I really wanted, which was Torkelson. The Astros don't have anything. The Mariners certainly don't have anything. Neither do the Rangers. The Braves, no. Marlins, no. Actually, no, for Brian Anderson, it's not worth it. Okay, so we could get Ronnie Mauricio and Edwin Diaz from the Mets. I don't hate that. A young, developing shortstop could be interesting. We'll keep that in the back of our minds. Anything else? The Cubs, Brennan Davis, is he really worth it? Plus Caleb Killian, that's not a bad deal. Get a new starting pitcher who's got B potential, and then Brennan Davis, a good center fielder. Okay, so 2 deals that intrigue me right now. 2 deals that intrigue me. Cardinals don't have anything. The Diamondbacks don't have anything. Neither do the Rockies. Neither do the Dodgers. Or the Padres or the Giants. So we have the Mets and the... Who was the other team? The Mets and the... Was it the... No, it wasn't the Rangers. It was the Mets and the Cubs. The Mets and the Cubs are the 2 teams that intrigue me with these offers. But I do kind of want to go around the league and see if there's any younger starting pitchers that could want to come to Chicago and play for us. Shane Baz, does he want to come to Chicago and play? He's got some pretty good value. Let's see what other kind of stuff is around the league. Who can we get for Sean Manaea? Or Manaea? Can we get Shohei Ohtani? Look at the value on Shohei Ohtani. That's crazy. That's actually insane, the value that they have on him. Jack Leiter for the Rangers. I wouldn't be opposed to getting Jack, but I think that they would want... Oh! Okay. Okay. So what else can we... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let me go back to the trade. Let me go back to the Rangers. Jack Leiter, Sean Manaea. Can we put in Kayla or Cole Winn? We can't. Whoops. Man, I'm just screwing up all over the place. Who else do you have that's intriguing to me? Josh Jung, but we've seen how he develop. I've seen how he develops in previous series. He doesn't really develop that great. Leody Taveras. He's got good speed. We could throw him into the mix if we need to. Okay, so the Rangers are certainly an option. They got some good pitchers. Or they've got a good mix of guys that we could go for. The Mets have no money whatsoever. The Phillies, no. The Nationals. The Cubs. Nick Lodolo for the Reds. The Brewers. Adam Wainwright's 40 years old. The Rockies don't really have much. The Dodgers have a lot of good young pitching, but they're going to be super, super expensive. Can't get Walker Buehler. Can't get Julio Urias. And we probably can't get them because the Dodgers have no money. So even if we had the value that they need, they don't have any money. We'd have to take on way too much money. Way too big of a contract. Yu Darvish, no. Mackenzie Gore. I don't really like the way Mackenzie Gore pitches, so I'm not going to really go for him. The Giants, no. So it looks like that deal with the Rangers might be the best option. Because even if we go for Shane Baz, we're going to have to throw some stuff in. So we might as well go for the Rangers and get a guy in Jack Leiter who's got good value. But also, what about if we throw Colwyn and we throw, in that center fielder too? Okay, so getting 3 really good players, and we throw in Chaminade. They need a relief pitcher, so do we. Get in line. We need a relief pitcher too. Closing pitcher, we don't have anybody that they want. First baseman, don't have a lot of depth there. And then third base, don't have a lot of depth either. So we don't really have a position that they need. So maybe we can't throw in Leody Taveras. Does he play other positions? He plays both, or all the outfield positions. So he could play right field for us. We could give them Billy McKinney or Piscotty. It looks like McKinney has better value. Is there any relief pitcher that gets this through? Or am I going to have to take off one of the trades? It doesn't look like there's a single relief pitcher that gets it done. We have a F potential guy. That's just disgusting. Is there a starting pitcher that gets it through? No, I don't think we're going to be able to get it through unless we give up somebody crazy valuable. Even Hunter Green doesn't get it through. So let's see. Let's take off the other pitcher. We don't need Cole Winn. Let's take him off. Can we add somebody? Why do I keep doing that? Can we add somebody else? I want to maximize the amount of value I can get. So is there anybody here that's like not super valuable but could end up being something for us down the line? Maybe even another trade piece in another trade later on. I'd say this guy, but he's injured and we can't trade for him. Dustin Harris, he moves the needle too much. What about a relief pitcher? Is there a relief pitcher that they don't really value that much? Spencer Howard. His AAA stats are not that great, but what about if I take off you and put Steven Piscotty in? Because Piscotty's probably not going to have near as good a value as Billy McKinney, as you can see. So is there anybody that we can throw in that just pushes this deal through? What about one of our many relief pitchers that we have? Come on. You don't want Spencer Howard. I know you don't. There's got to be somebody on this organization that you want enough to get this through. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right. Are we just going to get these two guys live? I guess I shouldn't be going too crazy. I mean, this is still very good. This is still really, really good for the value that we're giving up, which is Chaminade. So let's just dump, I don't know, Zach Johnson. Sure. Let's just dump you. Actually, this guy's cold, so we might as well just get rid of him. So we're going to be trading Chaminade and Steven Piscotty, saving a lot of money by getting Jack Leiter and Leody Taveras, who can come up and play some right field for us. Gonna do this trade. First big trade of the episode is done. Wow, that's big. I don't know if that was a good idea. No, I'm not gonna go back on it. Hunter Green can finally come in and start, which feels good. So we got Hunter Green in the starting role. So we still got Frankie Montas. Did Leody come up? He is up. Okay, we're gonna put him at right field for this season. He's gonna take over duties for whatever his face was. What's his face? Steven Piscotty. That's who it was. All right, so that's a big time trade. We're gonna go to this date right here and auto utilize. Adalberto. How do you ever say his name? Mondesi He gets traded to the Cardinals from the Royals, which the Royals get back Joshua Baez and Jordan Walker. So they get 2 younger position players for a kind of aging shortstop that they're probably going to have to pay. Okay. That's actually a decent trade. I don't hate that. And now we are 3 games away from the home run derby, 40 and 55. Did they make a move with our pitchers? Where's Jack Leiter at? Okay, he's still in Double-A. I'd rather have him in Triple-A, if we're being honest. Jack Leiter's going to be in Triple-A. Then where is Leote? Is he up? Leote is still up. Okay, so we want to keep him up. We need to add another guy to the roster. And I think we should add... Should we bring on Max Muncy? It's probably time, right? I mean, Jed Lowry's kind of garbage. It's probably time to have him up. Is that a good idea? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's move Max Muncy up to the big league club. He can play shortstop and second base. Bobby Witt can play third base and shortstop. And then Elvis Andrus and Robert Poisson, who's up as well. All right, I like that. So now we are probably going to trade. Do we trade Frankie Montas just yet? Let's try and trade another guy that I'm looking to move on from, which is Elvis Andrus. He's $15 million. He's 33 years old. And we need to get a second baseman. Let's look for second base, possibly shortstop as well. So let's go second base first and kind of see what we can do here. So we need a guy that can come up and play some big league at-bats right away, but is still relatively young. I know it's a lot to ask, but can we get Jazz? I would really love to have Jazz. I love Jazz Chisholm. He's really cool. Oh, I think we can get this done. I just need to throw in something that they really value. Seth Brown, but I'd like to use Seth Brown in a different trade if I could. Okay, so let's think about this. What do they need? They need outfield. They need first base, third base, shortstop. I'm giving them a shortstop in Elvis Andrus. But we don't have a lot of value or depth at first base or at third base. And shortstop already given them. So let's go to the outfield. We do have depth here, but not a ton of value. Buddy Reed. Luis Barrera. What about Vince Fernandez? Tyler Ramirez? Nah, this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. I don't think we have the guys to get Jazz. I mean, I could give up one of my catchers, but I don't really want to do that because these guys could be the future. Do I have a relief pitcher that they want? No, it doesn't look like I do. Okay. So they don't want any of my relief pitching, but do they want a starter? They would want Ryan Cusick. Is there anybody else that's not as valuable? No, it doesn't look like it. So Cusick is a 22-year-old pitcher, B potential. He hasn't played in AAA or AA. To get Jazz, who's having a really good year, well, in terms of his stuff, he's having a really good year. 10 home runs, 33 RBIs, hitting .212. He's only 24 years old. Elvis Andrus gives us Jazz Chisholm. Man, we are building for the future, and now Jazz is our highest rated player. Jazz Chisholm, the new Chicago Cougar. He will come in right away and play second base ahead of whoever we were going to have there. Max Muncy was going to be the second base. Oh, Jazz is not going to start at shortstop. We're going to have to bring in a new shortstop with somebody else. So Jed Lowry will have to play shortstop because Jazz is going to come in and play second base. Switch these guys around, and Jazz can come in and play. All right, so the team is already looking a little bit better. Now we got to go get a shortstop. We got to go get a shortstop. Who's the shortstop going to be? Xander Bogaerts, Marcelo Mayer are two good options. Obviously, Bo Bichette would be amazing to get, but I think he's a little bit out of our price range in terms of what we have to give back. J.P. Crawford, Corey Seager, Dansby Swanson, not really feeling it. They have Khalil Watson, the Marlins do. Frankie Lindor, Bryson Stott, Nico Horner. He's going to be very, very hard to get. He's having a decent season in terms of his average. But Nico's probably going to be crazy valuable. I don't think we have... It'd have to probably be Frankie. And I don't know if Frankie paired up with something else is enough to get him. Not even throwing in Sean Murphy's enough to... Yeah, so Nico's probably out of the question. But in terms of anybody else, O'Neal Cruz is pretty valuable. Jordan Lawler from the Diamondbacks. I'd rather have a shortstop that could start right away. CJ Abrams is pretty valuable. Tatis is injured. A bulging disc for 5 to 6 months. Wow, that sucks. Brandon Crawford. They value Xander pretty highly, don't they? But we could get Xander straight up for Frankie. And we played against Xander. We just played against him in the last episode, didn't we? And he played really well against us. He's got 15 home runs, 315 average. He's 29. He's locked down for a long time at $20 million, so that does suck. He'd be our most expensive player by far, I think, right? Yeah, he would certainly be our most expensive player. But Frankie straight up for Xander Bogaerts, we'd probably have to get a pitcher back in return, I would think. Maybe nothing like too crazy, but just somebody to fill out a spot. And I don't think they have anybody that I want. I mean, James Paxton, don't really want him. Nick Pivetta. They don't really have a good farm system for pitchers. Connor Siebold. Is Xander Bogaerts really the guy, though? Is Xander Bogaerts the guy? And is Frankie Montas the guy that we trade away? That's another question. I mean, obviously, Wander Franco, but look at that value. Wander Franco is not going to be anywhere near possible for what we have. If we had better stuff to give away, maybe. Javi Baez isn't super valuable. How's he doing in Detroit? His first season in Detroit, not looking that great. The first half of the season, he's got 9 home runs. He's not doing super good. Carlos Correa in his first season in Minnesota is playing really well, but he's got crazy value. Frankie? Frankie doesn't have that great of value, but Frankie's expensive. That's the same problem we were going to run into with what's his face? Xander Bogaerts. But look at that contract. We'd have him locked up forever. We would have him locked up forever. He's hitting 268 so far in 79 games. He's got 40 RBIs, 13 home runs. I mean, he's on fire. He was on fire recently. I do remember seeing that. And we even have a little bit of value for him. I mean, do we take on that big of a contract? He's locked up forever. Is Frankie Lindor the guy for the shortstop position? That's a big contract. It's a really big contract. And we even have a little bit of extra value back. We could get this 22-year-old third baseman, Brett Beatty. But I'd rather get we could get Pete Alonso too. Wow, Frankie Montas has a lot of value. We can't get Jacob deGrom. I tried. We could get Max Scherzer, though, if we threw in something else, but he's also super expensive. Cookie Carrasco's there. They don't really have a pitcher to replace Jordan Yamamoto. Is he playing really well? He hasn't even played in the majors. He's not doing so well in AAA either. Tyler Meagle. He's not doing too good. David Peterson is doing all right, I guess. Oh, do we do this deal? Is this the deal that we do? I mean, I could get Frankie Lindor, Francisco Lindor, and I could get Pete Alonso, who's got 19 home runs on the season so far. He's only 27. Straight up for Frankie Montas. And then Pete could go in and play first base. Torkelson can play all the outfield, plus third base. Pete can only play first base. What can Frankie play? He can play second, third, and shortstop. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Frankie Lindor and Pete Alonso. Is Pete under contract? He's got arbitration for the next 2 seasons. When I started this video, I certainly did not think we would be in a position where we could possibly get both Francisco Lindor and Pete Alonso just for Frankie Montas. I mean, we are taking in a ton of money. But again, Lindor's contract, he's locked up until 2031. And, I mean, we'd have control of him until 2031, so we can move him in a couple of seasons when his contract gets a little bit too expensive, and we start to bring in more and more expensive guys. He's 28. Pete's 27. The only problem is that they're a little bit older. I was kind of trying to build for guys for the future. That's why we got Torkelson. That's why we got Chisholm. That's why I got Bobby Witt. I mean, we got a lot of younger guys, but maybe that's what we need. We need guys that are older, that have experience, like Austin Meadows, like Ramon Laureano, like Pete Alonso and Lindor. We need guys that have that experience to go alongside our young guys. We'd have Kerpillion, McKenzie. I'd have to move up lighter. Grayson Rodriguez and Hunter Green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that'd be our starting rotation for the rest of the season. I gotta do it, right? I gotta do it. Am I going too crazy if I throw this guy in too? Brett Beatty, that would give me a good third baseman prospect. He's a top 50 guy. What about if I give you Jed Lowry? Because Jed Lowry's probably not going to give me any value on another trade. And then I go and I give you this F prospect guy. Okay, so this could work. This is a massive trade. I'm freaking out, ladies and gentlemen. Frankie Montas, Frankie Alonso, Jed Lowry, and Sam Mole for Francisco Lindor, Pete Alonso, and Brett Beatty. I'd be dumb not to do it, right? I'd be dumb not to do it. I mean, I said that this wasn't going to be realistic. The Chicago Cougars are never realistic. I don't care about realism. If you guys like realism, you can go watch another channel. But I like to bring in some unrealistic stuff to give you guys, because everybody does realistic stuff on YouTube. Who cares about realistic stuff? You want to do some unrealistic stuff, and that's what I'm here for. I do unrealistic stuff. I gotta do it. Oh my God, that is a blockbuster. That is an absolute, utter blockbuster of a trade. Francisco Lindor is now on the Chicago Cougars, along with Pete Alonso. I gotta move up Jack Leiter now. He's gotta come up to the big leagues to be our starting pitcher. So Kerpillion, McKenzie, Leiter, Rodriguez, and Hunter Green are the starting 5. The rotation for the boys. We got to move down 2 guys into whatchamacallit. I want to move this guy actually to AA. He seems to be pretty decent. Okay, so we got to move 2 guys off the Major League roster. Brett Beatty's not going to be on the Major League roster. We'll move him down to AAA. And then we will move Paul Blackburn down to AAA. We'll move him from the 40-man first, because I don't really want him on the 40-man. I'm not moving down Danny Jimenez because I like pitching with Danny Jimenez. So I know Paul Blackburn has more wins, but he's also got a higher ERA. So 26, 37, 38. All right, so we don't have 40 guys on the 40-man. But that is a massive trade. We got to look at the lineup now. So we got Frankie coming in playing shortstop. We've got Pete Alonso coming in playing first base over Torkelson. But Torkelson's not going to come out of the lineup because Spencer Torkelson can play all the outfield. And if I'm not mistaken, we just got Leody Taveras, but he can come off the bench because Torkelson's going to go play right field for us. I'm going to have to fix this lineup because it's not how I want it. Pete Alonso, Torkelson will go play right field, and then Lindor can come and play shortstop. We will also put Pete Alonso at first base there, and then Torkelson can go play right field. Put in Pete Alonso, Torkelson at right field, and then Frankie Lindor at shortstop. All right, I'm going to fix the lineup when we get past the All-Star game. We'll see how it goes. But I'm not going to make any more crazy trades until the deadline to see what happens. We do have the futures game that we can check and see if we have anybody on. I'm not sure if we will. I mean, we certainly can check. We have not Mackenzie Gore. He doesn't play for us. We almost could have him. Nobody at the pitching. And then hitting, we have nobody. All right. Nobody in the hitting as well, so it doesn't really matter. I thought we might have had one guy, but it doesn't look like we have anybody. And before I simulate to that, I want to check the top 50 prospects now, because we do have Beatty. We have Jack Leiter. He is on there at number 8. And then is Beatty on here now? Or is Beatty not on here? He is. It's Brett Batty. Why do I keep saying Beatty? He's the 49th prospect. It's Brett Batty. I need to get that in my head. So he's on here now. Simulate this game. We almost get swept. The Pirates claim Paul Blackburn. That's okay. I don't really care about that. It's not a big deal. The home run derby. Do we have anybody in the home run derby? We do not. I didn't think we would. But it's Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Kyle Schwarber, Miguel Sano, Jose Ramirez, Mike Trout, Paul Goldschmidt, Manny Machado, not Manny Ramirez, Manny Machado, and Hunter Renfroe. Schwarber's got 33 home runs. Guerrero's got 34. And then the rest is kind of just a little bit lower. I don't think we're going to play the home run derby. So we're going to just... oops, I advanced. Okay, well, we'll see who wins it in here. I guess I was just going to simulate it, but we can see who wins in here. We'll skip the rounds and see what happens. All right, so Renfroe's going up against Guerrero Jr., Trout versus Ramirez, Goldschmidt versus Sano, and Machado versus Schwarber. All right, so let's fast forward to the next round, and it's Guerrero versus Ramirez, and Sano versus Schwarber. So those are the guys you would have figured would win, except for maybe Mike Trout you might think would win. But Jose Ramirez going up against Mike Trout, and it's going to be Guerrero Jr., not Mike Trout, going up against Vladdy. And Vladdy versus Schwarber. So the two guys with the highest home runs in the season go up against each other. And Schwarber hits 18 in this round. He needs 19 home runs to win, and he got 19 home runs. Vladdy Jr. is the home run derby champion. Good job on him for winning the home run derby. Congratulations. He hit 21, 17, and 19. Congratulations to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He is the home run derby champion, and the all-star game is today. I don't know if we have any all-stars, if we're being honest. Awards, all-star voting. So starting pitchers, we need to go to the... Are we in the American League? Yeah, we're in the American because we're the A's. So we need to go to here and see. We're not going to have anybody in this. Starting pitcher, relief pitching, nobody. Oh, we had close. AJ Minter was close. I don't think he made it, though. Closing pitcher, Karinchak didn't make it. Catcher, Salvador Perez. I thought we had him for a second. Sean Murphy is our catcher. He didn't make it. First baseman, Torkelson doesn't make it. Pete Alonso also doesn't make it. Probably because, let's see, how many votes did he have? He had 389K. No, he wouldn't have made it in the National League either. I was going to say he might have made it in the National League if we didn't take him. Second base, we have Jazz Chisholm, and he's not going to make it. Are we going to have any All-Stars? You got to give us one. Give me one All-Star. Bobby Witt's not going to make it. Shortstop, we could have had Xander Bogaerts if I would have traded for him. There's Frankie. Frankie Lindor's not making it. Left field, nobody. Austin Meadows was close. Center field, Ramon Laureano. And then right field is, there's Billy McKinney right there. And Piscotty was actually in the running, but now he's in Texas. So we're not going to have one All-Star this. I thought, yeah, everybody had one All-Star. That's kind of depressing. Are we not going to have one All-Star? I guess we could take a look at the squad and see if we actually do. This is official. So we do not have a pitcher on the roster that makes the All-Star game. But the hitters also nobody. All right, so officially no Chicago Cougars make the All-Star. Oh no, Frankie Lindor's here. We do have Frankie Lindor. All right, so we get a shortstop. He's on the bench, but we do get a shortstop. I didn't even notice him for a second. So Francisco Lindor, he doesn't technically count for us because he's only played about a week for us. But he does make the All-Star game as a backup shortstop. I'll take it. I will take it because that means we can player lock him. How do we player lock again? I might have to go in and do it through here. How do I player lock? Play game, simulate, player lock. Let me get... I can only player lock a starter. Okay. Well, that's dumb. It looks like we're going to have to jump into the game in the All-Star game. Jump into the game in the All-Star game. Jump into the All-Star game. And then, I guess, wait until Frankie gets subbed in is what we could do. Robbie Ray. We'll jump into this game, and then we'll see what happens, I guess. If Frankie gets some opportunities to hit, then we'll certainly hit with him.
Oh, the land of the free and the home of the...
Gotta love the All-Star festivities. Always a great show. We'll be back to get this thing started after this. Coming to you live from Southern California, the show brings you the 2022 MLB All-Star Game. It's the American League All-Stars and the National League All-Stars. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby. Singing, always special when we get together to call the All-Star Game.
Well, we've done a lot of these together, and sometimes you come in and think, ho-hum, another year. But once you look and you see these all-star players, their uniforms on, them interacting with one another, you realize just how special it is. It's going to be a great one tonight.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. Bo Bichette up to the dish.
Okay, so we aren't going to do much in this game. We will just swing around and see what happens here. See what the National League and the American League can do against each other. Solo home run for Aaron Judge. Or no, for Cedric Mullins, excuse me. And a two-run home run for J-Ram. Jose Ramirez with a two-run homer. So we lead 3-0. Zach Gallen getting hit around, it looks like. Goldschmidt scores, or not scores, Schwarber scores. Mike Trout. We got to keep an eye out for Francisco Lindor. Still 3-1. Come on, Robbie Ray. I know you can do it. He can't do it. Pitching change, not a substitution, not the walk the batter. Come on, get there. There we go. Let's bring in Savale. I forgot that I had to do it, and they wouldn't just do it. Solo home run from from who was that? From Trey Turner? That's not good. Scherzer's in. Let's get... Oh, what happened there? Did we get anybody? What happened? I picked somebody. Kendall Graveman, I guess. I didn't realize I picked anybody. It must have just clicked it for me on accident. Alright, we are back up with our hitters. Here we go. Yasmani Grandal. Niebel's in. There we go. Now the boys are starting to score a little bit. Alright, let's take out a guy and let's put in Zach Greinke. That's how you have to say his name. It's law. Alright, they're starting to pinch hit everybody, which is good. Which means that we should probably do the same. Right fielder can be, I don't know, Giancarlo Stanton, I guess. No, he's got to play left field. We'll put Springer at right field. Pitching change can be Iglesias. I'm not doing a very good job managing this game. All right, we're back up. Third baseman can be okay, we're going to be Frankie Lindor. I didn't mean to put him in, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Francisco Lindor, first time in the game. Let's see what we can do. Oh no, did I get the stinking glitch again? Oh, I hate that glitch. I don't know what it is. All right, we'll just skip. It doesn't matter. We don't need to see Francisco Lindor in the All-Star game. It's not that big of a deal. We got to close this game out with Liam Hendricks. Can we do it? And we did it! The NL All-Stars, or the American League All-Stars beat the NL All-Stars. Good job, boys. We did it. That was kind of a scuffed All-Star game, but for some reason I got the weird glitch. I think it might be something with my controller. I don't know what it is, but we won! Yay! Okay, so we're back here, and I was just about to simulate to the final two bye week, or the bye days, and I should say off days, I guess, in the rest of the All-Star week, and we got a trade from the Nationals, an offer who is giving me Lucius Fox, who is 24 years old, a C potential guy. He has not played at the MLB level, but he's got 3 home runs, 23 RBIs, hitting .277. Okay, could be a nice depth player for us. And they want to take Billy McKinney from us. He would be their. Why do they even need? Why do they need Billy McKinney? They don't need a right fielder. This is weird. For Lucius Fox, is it really worth it? I don't really think so. I'm gonna decline that deal. I don't think that's really worth giving up Billy McKinney. I think we could use Billy McKinney on something else. So we're gonna simulate the rest of these games. We will keep him or put him on the 10-day DL. The Guardians have offered me for Seth Brown, Yolkenzi Noel. I'm sorry that I butchered that name. I do not know how to pronounce it. He's 20 years old, C potential at the AAA level. He's playing pretty decently, but I think for Seth Brown we can do a little bit better. So I'm gonna decline that. And actually, I think I'm gonna turn critical situations on for this episode, so that we can. I've signed everybody that I want to sign. I'm not going to sign Joshua Pugh. He's just not worth it. He's not that good. Although he's got 80 speed. You know what? We could use him in a trade. Sure, bring him onto the team. I don't care. It doesn't matter. We are 11 games back of the Astros, though, and we're playing the Astros right now. Have I created a better team than what I started with? We have a missing position here. What is it? It's second base. Oh, because Chisholm is injured. That's right. So we'll put Max Muncy in there until Chisholm gets back. But we are going to turn critical situations on, and then we will go in and play some get some gameplay in here, if we can. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. So let me quickly save, and then we'll get back into this game, because I don't want anything to like screw up with all the progress we've done. Okay, so I saved. We are ready to go jump into some games. We can not back out. We can sim through the date. We can sim through. The Mariners have offered me a trade. Sam Haggerty for Billy McKinney. 27-year-old C potential guy, utility guy. Nah, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Jack Leiter. Are we going to get a Parker Dunshie's out for 1 to 2 months? The Dodgers have interested. They're interested in Billy McKinney. Everybody's interested in Billy McKinney for some reason. They want to give me Scott Alexander, who hasn't really played for them this season. He's thrown 3 innings, 2 strikeouts, a walk. He's 32. It's not worth it. Not really worth it. Auto fix the rotation. The Cubs want Seth Brown, and they want to give me Andrelton Simmons. I know how Andrelton Simmons is. He's old. I don't want him. Zach Jackson is injured. The Braves want to give me Darren O'Day. I don't want Darren O'Day. That is for sure. It doesn't look like we're going to get any critical situations, though. I'm trying. The Giants want to give me a trade. John Brebbia. 31 years old, not really worth it. I don't really want any older guys. I don't know what it is. I just don't want the older guys. Is that really so wrong that I don't want these older guys? I'm hoping that I don't have that glitch again. I'm going to quick manage this game. We're going to jump in whenever we need to. Grayson Rodriguez is on the mound. And we're going to see how Pete Alonso and Frankie Lindor go. Is this the lineup that I want? I want Pete probably hitting third. I want Frankie leading off. I want Muncy's gonna have to play for what's his face, for Jazz, because he got hurt. Seth Brown at 4. I'd rather have Meadows at 4 than Brown at 5. Torkelson 6. Yeah, this is a decent lineup. We'll go in and do this. Alejandro Kirk. Ooh, yeah, let's put Alejandro Kirk in at catcher behind the plate. So Frankie's up. Let's jump into the game right away and play with Frankie because we might as well. All right, here we go. I hope I don't get the glitch where it doesn't pitch to me. Okay, he is going to pitch to me. Good. First pitch swinging for Francisco Lindor. And he's going to ground out. Okay. Probably shouldn't have done that. Probably shouldn't have first pitch swing. Now we got Max Muncy making his debut, at least for us, in game. I'm going to try not to first pitch swing, but it was too good. I had to first pitch swing on that one. You can't just bait me into that. All right, they're going to throw a little bit low. I'm going to let that one go for a ball. 67-37 for the White Sox. This is a battle for Chicago that I'm just realizing. And that's going to be in the air at center field, and it will drop. Lou Bob. I think that's Lou Bob out there. He couldn't get there. Max Muncy with a hit. And now we get Pete Alonso. I'm so happy that he's a Chicago Cougar. And he's going to send that one to left field. That's a base hit. His first hit as a Cougar Oh, and look at the down low in the bottom. It says Sean Manaea hurls a complete game shutout versus the Angels. So Manaea goes to Texas and throws a shutout. Good for him. Austin Meadows. Oh, no, you can't do this to me now. Come on. I don't know what's going on. Okay, here we go. Meadows sends that to right field. It's got the distance. It's going to drop. Can we get 2? No, we're not. Pete Alonso's not that fast. But we do get one run. Austin Meadows sends one deep. Good job. And now we got Seth Brown, who's just not having a good season. 197 so far this year. I'm just first pitch swinging all around. We're going to get another RBI. Pete Alonso will get knocked in. I'm just first pitch swinging at everything. I don't know what it is. I'm feeling frisky, I guess. Feeling frisky. Torkelson playing right field now instead of his traditional first base. Oh wow, that was disgusting, by the way. But if Pete Alonso could play another position, I certainly would keep Torkelson at first base. But I think right field's a good spot for him. Torkelson sends that to left, and it's gonna be caught. So we do get 2 runs, which is really good. Grayson Rodriguez on the mound, and we're gonna get around this hopefully. 3 runs score. Come on, oh, Grayson, that was disgusting. All right, we got Alejandro Kirk up. Look how short and stocky he is. I love it so much. Can I get a home run with Alejandro Kirk? That'd be amazing. He's just so short and stocky. I love it. We're going up against Dallas Keuchel. I didn't even mention that. Oh my God, that circle change was there. That circle change was there. Okay. Ramon Laureano. And I'm going to get all of that one. That's going to go to left field at the warning track. And caught. Eloy Jimenez is probably out there in left field, and he's going to get that. So we are going to simulate the half inning. They get another run, and we get another chance with Frankie Lindor. Come on, Francisco. I need you to prove that it wasn't a bad decision trading Frankie Montas to get you. Come on. Come on, Francisco. Nope, that's a bad ball. That's a bad ball. Here we go. Oh, I missed it. Tim Anderson's going to get that, and that's going to be a ground out. Max Muncy. Max Muncy will ground out to Tim Anderson. Ugh, that's not good. Pete Alonso. 1 for 1 on the day with a single. If I could hit a home run with Pete Alonso, that would be amazing, but it's not going to happen there. And we go down quickly in that half of the inning. We're going to simulate 3 more runs by the Chicago White Sox. They are putting it on us. We might not be in here very much longer. I was only in here to critical situation it, and it looks like we're not going to need a critical situation anymore. We're getting blown out. Absolutely blown out. Meadows sends that to right field, but it will be caught. I like how at the beginning of the episode I said we're going to try and tank, and then I go and I trade for Francisco Lindor. But he's younger. I mean, 28's not super old. Pete Alonso's 27, so it works out. It all evens out in the end. I mean, we did trade for Jazz Chisholm, who's 24. We traded for Jack Leiter, who's like 19. I did a little bit of both. I did a little bit of both to improve this team. We just need to get a little... Oh, good hit from Torkelson. We just need to get... Our pitching needs to develop a little bit more because we have just a bunch of raw young guys. But if they can start to develop, we are going to be golden. Bobby Witt Jr. 0 for 1 today. Come on, Bobby. Here we go. Bobby Witt Jr. sends that one to right field, and that's a base hit for him. And now Alejandro Kirk comes to the plate. Alejandro Kirk. The stocky big boy from Mexico. Can we get a 3-run homer? I really want one. I didn't like it. Didn't like it. He crowds the plate so much. It's a little uncomfortable. I'm not used to having a guy so close to the plate. And he's going to send that one to left field. Alejandro Kirk will get a run in. Torkelson, safe. Bobby Witt, safe. Good job from Kirk. Captain Kirk. There he is. There's Captain Kirk. And now we got Ramon Laureano. All he's got to do is get Bobby Witt home. And he's going to foul tip that one away. Ramon Laureano will live in infamy on this channel for opening day. Getting a win on the inaugural season or inaugural game of the Cougars series with the walk-off at home. Absolutely crazy. 1-2 count to Laureano. Come on, big boy. Big bearded Keuchel. Give me something. He didn't give me anything. That was a dirty pitch. That was a dirty pitch. He knows what he's doing. We've got to take out him and put in Kalarick and then simulate the inning. 3 more runs. We'll simulate that half of the inning. No more runs there. No more runs there. We can put in Minter. AJ Minter can get in for the first time. We just can't score, it seems. It looks like they're going to keep in their guy. It looks like Keuchel, is he going to finally come out? Oh, Keuchel finally comes out. It's foggy here in Chicago. Ramon Laureano. First pitch swinging. He sends that to center field. Lou Bob is back there. And he will get it. Why is it so foggy here? It got crazy foggy. Francisco Lindor. I forgot he was a switch. Okay, that helps. That certainly does help, having him be a switch hitter. We don't have a lot of switch hitters on the team. I think he's the only one, if we're being honest. I can't think of another one. Not a good day for him, though. Not a good day. Max Muncy. I wish we could have seen Jazz Chisholm, but we'll see him in the next episode. He'll be healthy for the next episode. That's going to be a flyout, and that's the game. We get blown out by the White Sox 11-3. All right, that was a little ugly. Grayson Rodriguez got beat up, and we lose. Not really that bad, but it was kind of ugly how it happened. We make it to the trade deadline, and the only guys that I have left on the trade block are, I think, yeah, Seth Brown and Billy McKinney. We've traded everybody else. So Billy McKinney's certainly going to get moved. Is there anybody that's on the trade block that we could want? Zach Elfline? Corey Dickerson? No. Wilmer Defoe? It doesn't look like there's anybody actually on the deadline or on the block that I need to have. I mean, Vidal Bruin on the trade block? A utility guy? Maybe we work up a trade with the Rays. Not for specifically Bruin, but we could add him in. Let's put McKinney on the block because that's who we're going to be trading. So what do the Rays have that I want? Obviously, they have Joey Votto? Okay, whatever. We could get Joey Votto. Brandon Lau, can't get him. He's way too good. We could get Bruhan. Oh, there's Sheldon. We sent him here, and he got hurt, too. Poor guy. Wander Franco, can't get him. Randy Arozarena, can't get him. You know what? I don't think the Rays have anything really that I need. So we're just going to keep on moving. What's a position that we really need? Right field is already being filled by Torkelson. I guess we could use relief pitcher and then just like depth. Because we have center field. I mean, we could use another center fielder that's got good potential. So maybe if we try and do that. Or maybe a right fielder that has good potential. Kyle Tucker. That'd be crazy if we get Kyle Tucker. I don't think it's going to be possible. But then, no, I don't want to get a guy that good. Is he on arbitration? He is. I would like to get Kyle Tucker, but then we'd be, again, just like getting rid of Torkelson. I want to keep Torkelson. So is there a guy that we can kind of have in the wings, waiting in the wings? Like a Juan Soto? No, not like a Juan Soto. Like a Zach Veen would be more of the thing that I'm thinking of. Or Dylan Carlson even at 23 could be pretty good. 15 home runs, hitting .254 this year. We'd have to give up a little bit too much probably. What else is there? Nobody there. Yastrzemski's too old. Whit Merrifield's too old. Whit Merrifield would be a good player, but he's too old. Can't get Aaron Judge. Tay Oscar Hernandez. He's too high of an overall. I do like Tay Oscar Hernandez. I would like to have him eventually maybe, but he's far too old to have. Dexter Fowler's here? I didn't realize he was here. Nelson Cruz is too old. Josh Naylor might be an interesting one to have as a backup. I wouldn't necessarily hate that, having Josh Naylor come in. He's only 24. He could back up Torkelson in right field. He would give us some depth. I would also need to have some other depth. Give me Steven Kwan and give me a pitcher that you don't really need. Is there a pitcher? Logan Allen, he's 58 overall at 24, not worth it. Not worth it there. Daniel Espino could be good. And then Logan Allen here is too low of an overall. So what do they give me for all this? This is probably way too much to ask for. But I might as well try it. No, this is too much. Too much. Is there somebody else though? There's got to be somebody else. Joe Adele straight up. Is Joe Adele really worth it? He's not having a good year, but he doesn't necessarily need to have a good year because we do have Torkelson and we have Taveras who can play right field, and Pache can play right field as well. So he doesn't need to be on the main roster. It's either him or Josh Naylor. Those are the two guys that I'm going back and forth on. Bryce Harper's injured. Donovan Casey. We'd have to give up too much for Zach Veen. Where is the Guardians? There they are. So it's either Josh Naylor or Joe Adele. Who would be better? I mean, Josh Naylor is a proven guy. He's been in the big leagues. But he hasn't really been like a super productive guy. And I mean, Joe Adele's not been in the big league. Well, he has been in the big leagues, but he hasn't really produced as of yet. So maybe another year in AAA could help him out. Maybe that's the move. We send McKinney to the... And don't get me wrong, I like McKinney, but I just don't think he fits what we're trying to do here. Just give him a prospect. Joe Adele for Billy McKinney. Making the move. They get a new right fielder, and we get a backup right fielder that can play in the minors and develop. And now all we have is Seth Brown. And Seth Brown's got value. Seth Brown has got value. It's just a matter of what I'm feeling. What kind of guys can I get for Seth Brown? He's not having a great season. He's hitting 194. He's just not playing well. Can I get Ronald Acuna? I tried. You can't tell me that I didn't try. Sandy Alcantara, Sixto Sanchez. Could I get Kyle Tucker? Probably not. Where is Kyle Tucker? It's not that bad value. Who can I can't get a star. I know that I can't get a star. But maybe I can get a nice backup. Or a younger guy that maybe I can get some prospects for. Let me see what the trade market has for Seth Brown. So I can get Rugden Odor, James Paxton. They got to give me something that's like blowing me away. Royce Lewis, straight up. I don't think that's really... I don't want to just go straight up. I don't want to get 1 for 1. I want to get some actual, like, depth. Sergio Romero, no. Darren O'Day, no. Certainly not. Come on, give me something. Doesn't look like they want to give me anything crazy. I thought he'd have a little bit better value than this, but it looks like he doesn't. The only 8 potential guys I can get are super old relief pitchers. And we're back to the top. All right, so that didn't really give me anything. What about prospects? Can I get a decent amount of prospects back? I can get this shortstop from the Yankees, but I don't just want one guy. There's a lot of shortstops that have value. Okay, let me do my own trade here. Let me go, what kind of position do we really need help at? Basically all of the infield could use some help. So let's go through some teams and see what kind of first baseman they have that have good B to A potential. So they have a guy here, Nick Prado from the Royals, who is 23 years old, A potential, 64 overall. He's played 7 games for them so far. But in the Double A in the minors, he has 9 home runs. Throw him into the bucket. At second base, they have a guy named Tyler Black. Throw him into the bucket. And now he's too valuable. Jordan Walker. He's got knee inflammation. Is that even going to make it go through? I don't know if that will hurt it from going through. And then this guy. Or is he too much? He's probably too much because he's such a high overall. Eric Pena. Gilberto Jimenez. He's hitting 375. What was that, 375? Yeah, 375 in a couple games. 8 at-bats. All right, 3 prospects for Seth Brown and something else. Who can be that other prospect, or who can be that other guy that pushes this through? Probably not going to be able to get that much. What about if I add in... So if I give up Nolan Long, and I give up Brian Beluvis, we can get this through. But if I add in anybody else, it's not going to go through. Is there a pitcher that has decent value that's young still? That wouldn't make this go through that, or wouldn't change it? MJ Melendez. No, it looks like it just have to be Nick Prado and Jordan Walker. I don't even know if this will go through because he's injured. But that's a lot of left. I can't give up another left field player. I didn't realize he was left field when I was putting him in the trade. There's got to be somebody else that has deep potential that we can throw in here. Just another starter, I guess. Let's throw in Brian Howard. Sure. 26. He's never going to do anything for us. Is this trade going to go through? It does. So we get another prospect at first base. Nick Prado. He's going to have to go down to AAA. He's going to play AAA. Actually, he's going to play... Yeah, he's going to play AAA. Then Garcia will play AA. You'll back him up at AAA. Then we've got Chisholm, who should be back. We've got more depth at third base now. Do we have other guys that can play second base? Okay, this guy can. Jordan Walker can play first base, so that helps. We have a lot of guys at AAA level, though. So let's put you down at AA. And then you down at AA. Not the MLB. You down at AA. And then we'll have Jordan Walker and Brett Batty play AAA level third base. Then we'll have these two guys up here. You can play at AA, and then Davidson can come up and play AAA. Left field is you at AA, and then you at AAA. Center field is good, although I want you at AA and you at AAA. Right field, we'll have Joe Adell at AAA level. We're not going to have a starting right fielder, but we have a lot of outfielders that can play right field. Then I want you at AAA as well to back him up, and then you two can play AA. Sure, yeah, that works. Or we'll have you at AAA, I guess. And then the starters. So we've got Caprillion, McKenzie, Jack Leiter, Grayson Rodriguez, and Hunter Green. Hoglund can play at AAA. You can play at AAA. The rest can play at AA, whatever. That doesn't matter. Bullpen. We don't really have a big bullpen. I probably could bring somebody else up. So let's do that. Let's bring you up to the big league level. Have another bullpen arm. Closing pitcher's fine. Catcher. We'll have 3 catchers. Or maybe we move Shea down. Let's move Shea down to AAA. He's had a good season. In 38 games played. He's done okay, but I think he needs more time at AAA. So we're going to move him down to AAA to play ahead of Soderstrom. Actually, let's move Soderstrom to AA so that Shea can get all the starts at AAA. Then we'll have Soderstrom at AA. Then we'll have Alejandro Kirk and Sean Murphy. Torkelson and Alonso. Okay, I think this is ready to go. I mean, we still have 3 open spots. Is there any like free agents or anything that we could bring in for just one season that could help us out right now? Are there any really good... This guy, Willie Rodriguez, is a second baseman with potential. I could bring him in, and that wouldn't be too bad. There's also this guy who's got C potential. What about you two? Vargas, no. David Hamilton's got C potential. D potential. I'm looking for like a stud. I don't think I'm going to find it in free agency, but you never know. Michael Conforto. Chad Anderson. He's pretty fast. Chad McAlpin, starting pitcher. We could bring him in. He's got B potential. Ray DeLuca. Mickey Hicks. Jeremy Kim. Shannon McCauley. Okay. Another good pitcher. I'm just basically adding depth at this point. That's all we really need. Hunter Woods, not that great. Closing pitchers with decent potential. This guy's 24. We could put him in the bullpen. Oh, Doyle Atkinson has a potential. Thank you very much for that. Todd Hudson's not super good. Tom Parrish is not that great. No, I don't think we're going to be finding anybody else that's like a steal. So, adding all those guys to the team. Where'd they all go? They all went AA, it looks like. Or at least this guy did. So, if I go through the roster, all those guys are now... Did I sign anybody? Who did I sign from here? Oh, Shannon McCauley. He's going to pitch AA, it looks like. He's got B potential. Who was the guy that I signed that had A potential? Here he was. Doyle Atkinson. A potential. Luther Curtis is also there. I'm going to have Luther Curtis pitch AAA. And then we'll have Doyle Atkinson pitch AA. And then I can move these guys to bullpen if I need to. Not a big deal. And then we've got Willie Rodriguez at second base now to play some AAA baseball for us. Going through free agency was not that bad of an idea. All right, that's going to do it. We're going to keep those guys on the roster for now. And we are going to figure out what game. That's all the trades that we need to make. Auto fix the lineup. And we are going to play a home game against the Rangers. Because we traded with the Rangers. So let's go to the Rangers. Jazz Chisholm is back. Love to see that. Oh, I have critical situations on. I need to turn that off. All right, let's go to the series against the Rangers, and we'll play that. And then this video will be over. We kept Sean Murphy. That's okay. I don't mind that. He's a good catcher for us for this season. All right, so we will probably go up against... We'll use Tristan McKenzie, game 1 against Dane Dunning. 52 and 66. Not bad. Not bad at all. I hope you guys liked the video. I know it's a little bit of a longer one. That's just because I was trying to figure out all the trades and stuff. I might cut it up if I need to, if it's super long. But I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Let me know down below what you thought of all the trades. We made some massive trades in this video, so let me know what you thought about them. And that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.